You can't tell this is a microphone in front of me, right? It doesn't look like a dildo or anything.
I've always thought it was a dildo, and that's what half the people listen.
Oh, God. Share. He's the bad boys. What is up, boys? Are we actually recording now, or is this another sound test?
No, we're recording.
Oh, we're recording. Let's go.
Oh, shit, my mouth.
Wow, Spotty's excited.
Fucking the dog is jazzed.
WrestleMania Night 2. How could you not be excited?
Fucking WrestleMania Night 2. Linda McMahon entrance music playing.
Oh, yeah. How tired are you now?
I'm fucking rotten.
You're looking. Happy birthday, though. Can we just take a second to sing happy birthday to Flynn?
Yeah.
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Flynn. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Spotty, for the backup singing there. Appreciate that.
Did you like that, Flynn?
Seem incredibly impressed.
Oh, God. I choked. You've driven me to the drink.
Oh, man. I can see you getting choked up there. I know it's an emotional time of birthday.
Got a nice little brew dog.
What a haircut you got, though. Can you tell people a little bit about your haircut?
Big haircut.
You love saying big.
You come back today looking like a street fighter.
I had my haircut today. I got my hair chopped for my birthday.
Yeah, it looks
What a
good.
really fucking interesting story. All right, should we get into Mania?
Yeah.
Let's go into Mania. You're the one that derailed this with a birthday celebration.
I'm sorry, I thought you'd enjoy it.
No one celebrates my birthday anymore.
Well, we just did, so suck it.
God damn it.
All right, WrestleMania Night 2. What an event.
WrestleMania Night 2, done and dusted. What did you think of this?
Oh, I enjoyed it again. Enjoyed it all over again.
Well.
What a happy time. I thought I wouldn't because we've watched so much wrestling this week. I thought I'd be sick of it by now. And to be honest, I am a little bit tired. I am a little bit like I need a break from wrestling, but...
I'm going to enjoy a break from wrestling after tonight. Like I'm looking forward to a night's sleep.
Yeah, that would be good for you because you really need it.
That's my biggest birthday present is sleeping.
You should just sleep anyway, man.
No one needs sleep.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Obviously.
If
you weren't aware,
you get this nice healthy glow.
Yeah, you look beautiful.
I literally moisturized this morning with some like Nivea, put it under my eyes. I was like some hydrating stuff. I was like, my eyes need a bit of hydrating. I think.
What are you, 29 now? You better start hydrating those eyes.
29, feeling absolutely fucking terrible.
Beautiful.
I've come into my 29th feeling absolutely haggard. Thank you, WWE.
No, I'm done. Should we?
I'm
get...
done.
Oracle, can you get the results up for me? Because I don't have a fucking clue what's going on in this event right now.
Yeah, I sure can.
You got the CBS News up in front of you?
Yes, in up.
So what did we open up with tonight, Flynn?
So we open up with the Fiend, the Burns victim, Bray Wyatt.
The Burns
versus
victim.
Randy Orton.
Yeah. So what do you think of this one?
This one, thought the entrances was cool.
Yeah.
Randy Orton in white trunks. Who knew?
Yeah, I thought it was cool as fuck.
I know, bit of a mix up there for the old Orton fan. But yeah, Bray Wyatt reincarnated again somehow. He's no longer a Burns victim. It's a very short-lived run in that outfit.
No,
I would have hated wrestled in that though. So I don't blame him for dropping that shit.
I'd hate to wrestle in any of that Fiend gear.
No, like just. I don't think I could even wrestle in a mask. Like, I feel like that'd be really uncomfortable and awkward.
It's a nightmare. It's so hot and so sweaty, and you can't breathe, and then it all gets in your eyes, and you're just like, it's a nightmare. I don't know how people do it.
No, I'm warm, just in general. So he put a mask on me, and I would probably just keel over. Like, referee's coming over, he's like that.
Throw the X's
He's
up.
gone. He's dead. But this one was a weird one. I thought that the match itself, like,
This was the biggest disappointment of the
Fiend
night for me.
was up. Yeah, it was. I was really looking forward to this match,
Yeah.
and it had so much hype to it. And then it was just all like the crowd were really into it. Like they were both like really cheering the Fiend and everything, and Orton. Like they were all for it. The Fiend was up on Orton all the way through. Took an RKO and lost because Alexa Bliss with her bleeding black blood crown
Very strange.
distracted the Fiend. So it'd be interesting to see where that goes from there, because I'm interested to see where that goes.
I feel like that's all that match was for. It wasn't for like, let's put on a good match. It was, let's set up some more shit that's coming. And I'm like, I'm not going to watch Raw tomorrow, so it doesn't fucking matter to me. You should have put on a good match tonight, motherfuckers.
It was like a filler episode of a series.
It was. That's exactly what it was like. Very annoying.
Yeah, it seemed to kind of take away from this whole build between Orton and Wyatt.
Yeah, for sure. Because that was one of the, coming into this, that's one of the only things I'd really seen was this feud between Orton and Wyatt, because that's been going on for months.
And that seemed to just kind of get thrown out the can. It's like, right, Orton, you go out there, get a quick win, they'll do that bit.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like there was a rain delay today. They could have had a longer match.
They could have had a longer match. I'm glad they didn't, because if it went any longer, I think I would have fallen asleep by the finish. We then moved on to the Women's Tag Championship match. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Natalya and Tamina.
No fucks, Jax.
No fucks, Jax.
She was really not giving a fucks in this one.
He's like swearing straight out. They're calling her a bitch and
She's
shit
worse
and
than me. She's worse than me.
She's worse than you. She literally no fucks, Jax strikes again.
Good match though. Enjoyed this one.
It started off really fucking ropey.
Yeah, but it got good.
It got better. Like the whole working of like Natalya's knee, I thought that was really good. Like the ankle, that was like brutal looking.
I really enjoy Shayna Baszler's work as well. I love her strikes. Just always, everything she does always looks impactful.
Yes. And that knee she did to Natalya.
Yeah.
Fuck. I thought she proper clocked her.
Yeah, that was what I had in mind.
Even Natalya was selling that really well as well, because at one point I thought she may have like broken her jaw or something.
Quite
and
possible.
I was like, oh, I had to really look at it, but then I was like, oh no, she hasn't done anything. Yeah, it was. I'm kind of I kind of wanted Natalya and Tamina to go over.
Yeah, it could have been nice, little facey moment, but you know, whatever.
What I mean now though about Tamina's knees.
I did see.
How structurally unsound are those knees?
I mean, I don't know. I'd have to do a full assessment, but
I
have to do a risk assessment on her knees.
Yeah, like, I just know she worries me. Nia Jax, I think, might have tweaked her knee.
Yeah, there was. I don't know if she was selling that or when she came off with the crossbody.
It didn't lead
the
to
dive
anything,
across.
So it makes me think that it wasn't.
Yeah, but sometimes little things like that can make you think, "Oh, is this real?" It kind of brings you into that sort of grey area where you don't know if it's real or not. I love little cells like that.
Tell the truth from the lies.
Exactly. Now you get it.
And but yeah, I was there and I was like, because I know that she was out, I think, with like 2 dislocated knees or something like that.
Yeah, you're gonna always be worried about your knees when you've done something like that.
So, especially after I've done my knee in,
did you do your knee in? You never stop banging on about it.
Every time I watch one of these cruiserweights come off the top rope and land on, I'm like,
it's like this is where you're confused, because it's okay for the cruiserweights. It's not okay for you.
How dare I have never in my 29 years.
And who won this match?
So we had the retaining of the belts from Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, which was pretty cool.
Well done, girls.
But it started off a bit like, but then it got a lot. It built and got better. I don't know if it was maybe like a little bit for. I think it might be the same for everybody. Like having that crowd back might be a little bit where they've got the adrenaline pumping through them. Maybe they're kind of like missing little bits that they would normally do, possibly.
Yeah, I definitely think there was a lot of that happening.
I think that's fair enough and very human.
Absolutely, 100%.
Complaints, but
110%.
110%. They went out there, they give it 110%. Tamina's knees structured and sound, but she give it 110%.
All right, should we move on to the next one?
On to the next one. And the next one. We have got Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Now,
all right.
this match, for me, I thought this was like a bit like a greatest hits of all their past matches that they've had in WWE.
That is what it felt like.
But I didn't dislike it.
I didn't dislike it. It was a solid match. I sort of zoned in and out in this match, to be honest.
Yeah, I was kind of in and out of it, and like they kept cutting to Logan Paul, and it kept making me get disinterested.
Yeah, I don't like Logan Paul. He's a funny looking fella.
So after Kevin Owens stunned him, I will give Logan Paul this. The best thing he's ever done in his career was take that stunner.
100%. That stunner, I was like, oh my god, that was a fantastic stunner bump.
The only props I'll ever give Logan Paul. But, I was kind of hoping then Kevin Owens would like just shoot on him and take him outside and powerbomb him into the apron.
That would have been sick. It really does actually bother me that he's using the stunner as his finish, because he had the pop-up powerbomb, and the pop-up powerbomb is a fantastic finishing move. So I just really don't understand why he's gone for using a stunner, which he's never going to do as good as Stone Cold. And it's just, you kind of just think, oh yeah, he wishes he was Stone Cold, rather than his own thing.
It's the problem with those big finishes, because like when Seth Rollins hit the pedigree on night one,
yeah,
instantly my mind went Triple H.
Yeah, you don't think of, oh, this guy's creative and original. You think, oh, he's a mark.
And you'll always compare their version to the guys that made it famous.
Yeah,
and that's where you go wrong.
And the original's always going to be better.
100%, because they were the ones that originated it, and they were the ones that perfected it over time
and got it over. And now you're stealing it.
I don't mind Kevin Owens using it though.
I do. It's more because I love the pop-up powerbomb so much. I'm like, that's such a great finishing move.
Yeah.
Why go and do someone else's finishing move when you've got such a great one yourself? Which
he did hit right at the beginning, in fairness, and I think he obviously went for the cover, but Sami Zayn rolled out.
Yeah.
But no, he did hit that. But the pop-up powerbomb, he should use that a lot. I haven't really watched many of his matches lately, but I don't think he does that very often now.
It's just because he's got the stunner, and I preferred the pop-up powerbomb.
The KO stunner.
Yeah. Ah well, never mind. No, I'm done.
No, I'm done. But next up, we have the US Championship match. Oh, so just to clarify, Kevin Owens won. US Championship match up next.
Oh yeah, this was a fucking sleeper of a match. How good was this match?
Yes. Sheamus is just gets better and better and better as he gets older.
I've always been a fan of Sheamus, but yeah, he's definitely improved so much, but I've always been a fan of Sheamus. People have always shit on him. I'm like, this guy's fucking amazing. Giant Irish guy kicks people in the face. What you don't like about him?
I started off unsure with him, and then when he had his like face run, I got really disinterested.
Yeah, not the best blue eye. Because he's so intimidating, though. It's hard to get him, hard to make him the underdog.
When he came back with the mohawk and everything, that's when I kind of really kind of like tuned in a bit more to him, ironically, when everyone kind of more switched off to him.
Yeah.
Because I was enjoying like the mix-up and just the way he was just like, he was straight up fucking people. But yeah, both of them did that. I shit myself for a second when they was up on the top rope going for that fucking white noise off the top.
Yeah, I thought he was going to kill him.
As soon as he picked him up, I was like, you are on the wrong side of the ropes and you're about to climb them with him on your back. You have done this the wrong way around, my friend. You have done this badly.
I feel like there's no right way to do that.
And the best way of doing it would be get him on your shoulders, sit up onto the top rope from inside the ring.
Yeah, maybe, but then you've got to like step onto the rope backwards, and even that's awkward.
Or lay him across, have him go up top, knock him down so he's sat up on top himself.
I don't know, man. I feel like the way he was doing it was probably the best way to do what he was attempting to do.
Maybe, I don't know.
However, he slipped, and what's even more impressive, though, is after he slipped, he still fucking held him and hit the move.
Yeah, and then made up for it and went up top and fucking kneed him.
That's the best save to a fucking WrestleMania botch has ever been.
I really appreciated the save. I was like, fair play, he didn't let that fault or...
Didn't even stumble. Came off the ropes and then just landed on his feet with a grown man on his back. It's like, yeah,
it was like,
oh well.
I can imagine him going, it'll be all right, fella. I've got him.
It's okay, don't worry.
Just knee off the top rope. No harm done.
No harm done. It was great. And what with a brogue kick in the closing seconds from a springboard moonsault, brogue kicked Riddle clean in the mouth. Like, this was legit. That's possibly the best finish to a match I've ever seen.
When he did it, I was like, oh!
I had to rewatch that so many times because it was so good. It was so fucking perfect.
I know when they played the replay, I was like, I can't see him connect with the mouth, but as soon as he goes down, there's blood.
Oh yeah, he kicked him right in the fucking jaw. He kicked his face off.
Right in those lips. But yeah, Matt Riddle has lost, or Riddle now, has lost the US Championship. It's on Sheamus now. So it'll be interesting to see where they go from there.
It will be. Yeah, well done to Sheamus.
Sheamus, that was a corker of the match.
Hell of a match.
Next up, we had the Intercontinental Championship. So Big E and Apollo Crews in a Nigerian drum fight. It was a drum fight.
It was a drum fight. Not one drum used. They used a gong. Used some kendo sticks.
To use a gong. We had 4 steps and we had kendo sticks. Why didn't you just make this a street fight?
A street fight or
what was
anything.
the purpose of the Nigerian drum fight? Other than the fact Apollo Crews is doing a Nigerian gimmick, why do you need to put a drum fight in there?
Yeah.
Literally, other than the fact he was Nigerian, it made no sense.
Yeah. Let's not talk about it.
The match itself was meh.
Yeah, very meh.
Wasn't jazzed about it.
It's got an A- on CBS.
Got an A-.
An A-.
I don't know. The whole thing as well, this confuses me during this match. Like when they was doing this whole kendo stick bit right at the beginning when they're just whacking each other, I was like, why didn't one just smack him in the side of the face with it? Like, surely that'd be the right move to do.
We'll just take turns hitting each other's shoulders.
Hit that. Fucking have him around the face. I'll fucking stop him.
Yeah, man, these guys and their rules.
I'd just fucking right in the cheekbone, fucking cut him while he's open.
In the cheek.
But no, I like Apollo Crews. Like, it's good. I like that he's doing something different because obviously on the main roster, the gimmick that he was doing wasn't working. So he's trying something different, and the fair play, like he's doing his best with what he's doing. I'm not sure of it still, but okay. But I love Big E, but this match just didn't seem to have like any kind of
Yeah, it just felt like it didn't really do anything for either of them.
No, it didn't. Other than the fact of putting Apollo into the Intercontinental Championship scene.
Yeah. Apart from
Like
that.
And obviously now he's also set up like maybe he's forming some stable or something. I don't know because you've got that. I don't know what the fuck who he was. I tweeted during this. I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Big fella.
This giant that come in. So his name is Daba Kato.
Nice.
That's two matches for the New Day that they've been toppled by giants.
Yeah.
So Omos the night before toppled the tag championship champions and won that.
You're right.
And then Daba Kato just fucked up Big E with a big choke slam.
Oh, poor Big E.
So I was to be fair, I was expecting Big E to go over. Although I did call the night yesterday, I thought that Apollo would go over.
Yeah, I can't remember what we called yesterday, but it's like you can't have Apollo do the job when he's just debuted this whole new gimmick.
Yeah, but then I kind of expected Big E to win because it was his hometown type thing. So I thought maybe.
Oh, I see.
Especially his gear when it was like charity business inspired. I was like, he's like feeding Tampa Bay. I think it is. He had on his like gear.
Oh, bless him.
So I was like, wearing like charity gear. It's his hometown. Surely going to make him lose then. Nope, they make him not clean though, so it makes him kind of look a bit like. Obviously, he had it in the bag.
Oh yeah, he had that match.
Next up, though, the Raw Women's Championship.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed this one a lot.
This was a great match. I fucking loved this match.
It was a great match. Like the finisher come out of nowhere. Like the finish to the match wasn't expected to come so soon. Like I was expecting a good 15 minutes more.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a good 15 minutes more.
But it made up for Rhea Ripley's last year. But both of them look great. Like they're both just beating the piss out of each other. I'm loving this because these women they are just going for it. They seem to be going for it more than what they was originally.
Yeah,
like with the start, the women's revolution.
What it is, like they've improved. They just improved the quality of their work a lot, and specifically their striking is what's always let female wrestlers down a lot of the time has been their striking. But like I was watching Asuka, and I said earlier about Shayna Baszler. A lot of these girls, they've really worked on that striking. It looks so much more legit now. Can really fucking get into these matches now.
The thing is, I think being given that platform as well, they've kind of like not to say like they were doing bad before again, but I think they've looked at what maybe like their strongest points and their weakest points were, like anybody does, And I think they said, well, we're in the spotlight now. Let's fucking make this look the fucking look the shit.
110%.
And they have definitely done whatever they're doing is fucking working, because these matches that they're having are getting so much, but they're getting better and better and better every time I watch them, and I'm fucking loving it.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
And Rhea Ripley, new women's champion for Raw, which I think is great. She's gonna be a fucking great champion. I think we're gonna have some really fucking cool matches out of her. I think. Yeah,
hell of a win. I'm really looking forward to seeing where that goes.
Yeah, hopefully they have a rematch. I'm all for another fucking match of that.
Yeah, definitely keep it going. Fucking
keep
top
it going.
talent.
Rematch clause it, baby.
Oh yeah.
She also took a DDT off the fucking apron. That looked fucking rotten for both people.
Yeah, that looked horrible.
No, I'm alright.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll hold on to the ropes. You take the bump.
And then we had the Universal Championship. So we had Roman Reigns, Edge, and Daniel Bryan, and we called it, baby.
Didn't we call it? Fucking smart marks over here.
And I feel like they may have done that because of not because of what we said, but because of what we were saying our thought process was. I feel like that was the reason why he went over.
Yeah, no one expected him to win.
No, I don't think anybody did. I was waiting for an Edge or Daniel Bryan win. After Daniel Bryan took the concerto, I thought that was it.
Oh, you thought that was it?
I thought that was Edge's moment to get it in. I thought he was going to hit the spear. Like, Roman Reigns was going to come flying at him. He's going to hit the spear, 1, 2, 3. But no, fucking Roman Reigns hit the fucking spear. Concerto did Edge. Just two people with neck surgery. Fucked.
Head of the fucking table, baby.
Table. I'm loving Roman Reigns' this new character. I love this new character.
It's fantastic.
I wish to change the gear up still. Like, I don't like the whole fucking cargo.
I kind of like it because it's just so it's so simple, right? So it's not about his gear, it's not about his entrance, it's not about the spectacle. It's about he's Roman Reigns and he's the most dominant motherfucker in the locker room, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I get that completely. I don't know. I just like to see some just some trunks or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Fashioned. Call me old fashioned.
I don't know. We'll have to take him out one day.
Guy as well, who was initially when I was starting to get into wrestling, was using some jeans or something as my wrestling gear at one point. So who am I?
Who are you?
What are you?
Jeans and a t-shirt.
Big haircut.
Just go straight to the Legends look.
But no, I really enjoyed this match. It was nothing flashy. It was nothing too much. It was just right.
Just right. Oh, he's gone gold. It was
that night. You've heated that porridge perfectly. They gave an A on CBS. CBS, their infinite wisdom.
Obviously, they know everything.
They've given that an A, but I would say that I'd give that an A plus personally.
I'd give it an A plus. It was just as good as the main event the night before.
Yeah, I would give the Asuka, because they've given that a B plus, the Asuka Rhea Ripley match. That's an A fucking plus.
These fucking ratings are ridiculous. They gave that Nigerian drum match the same rating as one of the main events from yesterday. They
gave that the same rating.
A minus.
And Seth Rollins, haven't they?
Yeah, that's the match I was thinking of.
That worlds apart.
You know what I'm saying?
Worlds apart. Those matches. The Nigerian drum fight deserves a C at best.
A C at best. At best. And I don't want to shit on the guys. It was just a fucking terrible idea.
No, it was just a bad match type that. Do you know what? When I was watching the kickoff show, right, and this match came up for the topic of fight analysis.
Oh yeah.
And they were all uncomfortable talking about it.
I bet they were. Nobody wants to say the words Nigerian drum fight. It feels uncomfortable to say.
And you can see, because they had Sonya Deville come on to do it for some reason. So she come on to do the fight analysis for this match, and she was stumbling over her words. She didn't know what the fuck she was saying.
Poor girl.
She did not have a clue. Booker T then jumps in, to save her, and was like, guys, I'm from Nigeria. That's my ancestry. And the thing is, he was struggling to explain it.
He would do, because the Nigerian drum fight isn't a real fucking thing.
Almost the worry come over all their I literally just go back and watch the kickoff just to see and watch that part. Watch how just uncomfortable they all become and lost. They all become instantly. Like they didn't talk about this match. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. Like in the right setting, it could work. But I just like, and if it's utilized correctly, but the match didn't get utilized correctly. It's a Nigerian drum fight. There wasn't a drum used.
Yeah, very confusing.
Like I don't know. Granted, I don't really know what a Nigerian drum fight is myself.
Nobody does.
Other than what Apollo Crews said in his promos, like you beat a man so hard it sounds like the beat of a drum.
Okay,
So,
and then you have to pin him.
Okay. So why are there drums there then? If it's not a hypothetical drum, why have you put drums around there? It seems a bit too literal, guys. I don't know. Just no.
Yeah. See, I want to say stuff about it, but I'm scared to say stuff about it because I don't want people to think that I'm involved in this match in any way.
Like, I fucking love I would have loved to have seen these guys have like just put them in like a full scale or an ODQ match. Like
just a singles match. These guys can work.
Was unnecessary. It just didn't need to be happening. Like you've created these extra props that weren't even used. Like it's not made it to like a history-making match at WrestleMania. Like
right.
It was just a weird gimmick match.
If anything,
weird gimmick matches.
If anything, it limited them. Big E is one of the strongest people in WWE. Apollo is one of the most athletic people in WWE. Together, they can put on a fucking amazing singles match. They don't need any fucking gimmicks or props.
No, they didn't need any weapons. They didn't need anything. Like, you know what would have made more sense for it? Because they had it at TLC a few years ago when they called it like TLC and Stairs or something.
Yeah, I remember.
Like if you remember that. And like Rowan, somebody else had like a steel steps match.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't steel steps match? Like that was the whole angle of the whole story. Like when Apollo Crews turned heel, he dropped the fucking steps on Big E outside the ring. They then went back to use that in this match. This match should have been a steel steps match. Like if you're going to go down any gimmick, that's the match it should have been.
Agreed.
Like didn't need to be any Nigerian drums. It didn't need to be a fucking gong. Come under the drum family, like
apparently it makes a noise. You hit it with a stick.
And then kendo sticks. Like what was that? Why were they there?
I don't know. Do you play drums with kendo sticks?
Maybe if you're a giant. So yeah, I don't know. I think the match stipulation was stupid, but I think those guys would have been best served having a normal singles match or a steel steps match or something like that.
Okay, so that's your biggest disappointment of the night. What was your favourite match of the night?
Favourite match of the night? I'm really upset because I was really hoping that the Fiend match would be the one that would be my favourite because I fucking love Bray Wyatt. I have since I first saw him debut in NXT. Like, fucking incredible. I'm going to go with... What's the match that I really could? I'm gonna go with the United States match, States Championship. It's a toss up between that and the women's, but I don't know. It was just that kick at the end that sold it. I think that tweaks it for me because that was so fucking unique and like fair play to both guys being able to time that perfectly. Like, I think that'll take it for me.
I like to think they called it on the fly.
I hope so.
Like the finish was meant to be that white noise off the top. He's like, go for the moonsault and I'll bro kick you.
That was they called an audible in the ring. It's like, go for it.
To be honest, that match has to take it for me as well. It was so surprising how good it was. Not that I'm surprised because they're both incredible talents, but like, there wasn't really a ton of build for it like the other ones. I didn't hear about this match like the other ones. And it just came out of nowhere and they did so well. The only thing that lets it down for me is Matt Riddle's bare feet. Fucking disgusts me.
Like a guy in his house, doesn't he?
He does. I wish he'd just put like some Muay Thai tape around his ankles or something, just so it's not all bare.
He's wearing my pajamas. Better than I do because I'm a fat piece of shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
And he's fucking shredded to fuck.
Yeah, I'm not against feet. I'm not like calling out people with feet. It's just feet have to be in the right situation.
This match, I wasn't looking forward to it. It wasn't really on my radar at all, this match, I'll be honest. Although I like both of them, I was like, it's just going to be a quick match, innit?
Yeah, same.
But I was surprised how fucking well off this came with the rest of the card. Like, I enjoyed the entire card from top to bottom. Like, the biggest letdown, I think, mainly just for the guys involved, was the Intercontinental Championship match. Like, I just think the match was stupid itself. But otherwise, the whole card from top to bottom was great.
Yeah.
Both nights had their little stumbling blocks and funny little bits, but these guys that haven't performed in front of a crowd for years, I can't imagine, like, until we go and do it ourselves.
Yeah.
When we in July, so we've got to wait even longer. Like how, like, because once that adrenaline kicks in, because you see how fucking pumped Kevin Owens was. Like, I felt that.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss my pants.
You need the toilet, do you?
No, not right now. I mean, when we return.
I thought you meant you needed a toilet. I thought it was like, can we end this with this?
No, I'm not about to piss my pants right now.
No, I don't know what it's going to be like. The thing is, I've been waiting, like, as I've said before, 2 years. I've been waiting.
2 years. You've been waiting longer than you've been wrestling.
I know. Well, no, I haven't. No, about equal amounts.
Equal amount.
About equal amounts, I think. But yeah, to get back and do, like, do you know what I mean? Like, wrestling's the only thing that's on my mind all the time.
Yeah, I can't
like, it's
wait.
always there.
Oracle can't
like,
wait.
I do all this other stuff.
Oh yeah.
But it's
What's our first
always...
date back then? What is our first date back? Give the people some information. Where can they get tickets?
Well, there is SWW Back to Reality Parts 1 and 2.
Uno and dos.
So it's the future themed show, which is pretty cool. So once, as we've stated before, if I beat Pete Bainbridge in the rock paper scissors thing, then we'll enter the Tag Team Championship Classic. That's it. That's it. Fisting.
Oh yeah.
Tease up.
Stone.
Whatever
Twos
it
up
is.
on stones. So if I win that, then we go into the tournament. So it kind of like our fate as a tag team in SWW rests on my shoulders.
Oh, well, if you don't win that, I'm going to punch you in the face.
I think that's a fair response.
Man, you better go scissors.
Yeah, we better go scissors. So as long as that all goes to plan, then we're in that. So, and our first date back, I think, would be in July. So the 18th of July.
18th of July, come see us. Where can they get tickets?
They can get that at southwestwrestling.co.uk.
Oh, right, get on there. 18th of July, come buy tickets, come see us wrestle, perform live.
Perform live. The Boyz are back.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm fucking thrilled to be back.
So the last time you were in SWW was in the Lord of the Ring tournament, and you won the inaugural Lord of the Ring tournament.
I did win. Very impressive. Everyone was impressed. My mum was there.
So in our home.
That's right.
Last time I wrestled was in London for a company called Battle Pro. That's where I hurt my knee.
You dumbass.
So I haven't wrestled since then.
Wow.
But I've done the hosting for SWW, but I am not a host by any means.
No, definitely not.
At heart. I just did that whilst I was getting, like, I'm like Samoa Joe on commentary.
You're not like Samoa Joe.
I'm
No matter how many times you tried to make that comparison, you're not like Samoa Joe.
comparison. Like Samoa Joe, I'm better.
All right, yeah, okay, whatever you want.
Whatever you want to think.
It's your birthday. I'll let you have it.
Let me have it, man. You're fucking cutting me down. Like, it's supposed to be eating, damn it. You're cutting me down like a piece of meat.
It's my own kind of teamwork.
Like a sweet meat. You're cutting me down.
I'm gonna cook you like bacon.
Cook me like bacon, you bastard.
Well, we've done it though. Can you believe we've done this whole WrestleMania shit?
We have done all the WrestleMania. We have covered. Where we even did a brief covering of the Hall of Fame on the night one of NXT Stand and Deliver.
We did.
So we covered that to a degree.
When you suggested this at the start of the week, I thought you are crazy. We are never going to be able to do a roundup for every single event. But you know what? We fucking done it, and we've had a good time doing it. So thanks for forcing this on me.
Yes, you're welcome. Right? I was like, this is a big event. Like, there's crowd going to be coming back as well. And first and foremost, we are wrestling fans. Do you know what I mean? Like, we started off, like, we wouldn't be wrestling if we didn't become fans, first of all.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. It'd be highly unlikely.
It'd be very highly unlikely. So, you know, we have to be wrestling fans. We watch the wrestling. We enjoy it just as much as everybody else. Like, sure, we might maybe critique it more because, you know, we've been in the ring. Like,
well, I have.
Whether we have a right. we have a right to or not is another question, but who gives a shit?
I do. It's fine.
Vince
Vince actually calls me up for tips. He's like, "You got any ideas for Raw?" I'm just like, fucking call it on the fly.
Let's call it on the fly. What are you planning for? But no, like, I can't wait to get back to wrestling. Like, we've watched all these guys go back, and it's definitely made me feel even more jealous than just everybody else that's been able to wrestle during this period. Like,
yeah.
Like that little glimpse we had when we was able to go training during the one lockdown. That was just like the best feeling. Like, that was my first time actually doing any form of wrestling in over a year.
Yeah, man, you literally jizzed in your pants.
I was all over the place. But it was how easy I was able to I felt like I fell back into it.
That's just how good you are, man. You're just a fucking natural.
I don't know about that, but but I don't know. It felt really easy. I was worried I was going to be like struggling or kind of like worried in the back of my mind, but as soon as I got in there and just ran the ropes for a bit,
it's like riding a bike.
It was genuinely like riding a bike. Weirdly, I thought I'd be fucking proper ropey, but I was like, again, like there was bits where I haven't done stuff, so I was a little bit rusty on things, but like as you would expect to be, but. For the bits that I was doing, I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, yeah, you're going to bring it back. On 18th of July, we are going to fucking bring it back hard, baby.
We are, and we're going to go all the way.
All the way.
Tag Team Championship Classic. We're going to go all the way up the asses of all the competition, and we're going to take the SWW Tag Team Championships home with the boys, back to the wood, back to the FOD.
Sounds good to me, but do we have to go through their asses? Because that sounds a bit horrible.
It's a turn of phrase.
Oh, okay, cool. No worries.
It's used in the annals of history.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
What?
These bumhole puns are getting a bit much.
No, I'm done. What the But no, like this is yes, we have covered all of WrestleMania week. Like this is a full-on week of wrestling now. Like if they do, I don't mind them doing it this way though. I don't mind them doing it. Yes, it is a lot of days, but it's more bite-sized chunks.
Absolutely. Watching WrestleMania didn't feel it didn't feel like it dragged on so much because each show was it what 3 hours, 3.5 hours maybe?
Around that, yeah.
Whereas usually they go 4.5, 5 hours. That fucking drags on so much. Cutting it down into 2 days is the best thing they've ever done.
100%. Like, remember we went and watched Mania 30, good God, 35 around Gills?
30 something.
There's the one with Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch and Charlotte main evented, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever Mania that was. We watched that, and that was a long day. We was there pretty much his house all fucking day.
I know, and his house stinks.
His house is like remarkably clean.
It is. It's like you wouldn't expect it from him.
I think that might be his good lady that sorts that out for him.
I'm sure it is. 110%.
If it was his house, I don't know, just bits of chips everywhere.
The floor would just be chips.
Old dried doner kebab meat.
Ooh, make me hungry now.
Yeah, well hungry.
That's right. But no, we have got through it. We have got through it. So thank you to all the boys that have watched us over this time. Thank you for always hanging in with us because we've got a few more weeks left of my out of sync voice.
What a nightmare.
Before we go back to recording live in the studio. So I'll be sat right next to where Buzzsaw is.
Oh, yeah. No social distancing in this place.
In front of the big TV. All of us will be back together again, and it'll all be more of a normal recording and probably more easier on the eye than an out of sync voice.
Oh, yeah.
I know from how annoying it can be, but we're making the best of a shit situation right now.
That's right.
Yep.
And hopefully by SummerSlam we'll be doing watch-alongs.
We're doing watch-alongs. What we're gonna essentially take the roundups and like reviews to more of like a watch-along situation, aren't we?
Yeah, because we're famous superstars, and I feel like people will appreciate a watch-along a bit more.
Yeah, come watch along with us, get our reactions for it. We can hear your reactions as well. You can talk along with us and all that stuff. So we'll be probably doing that over on a Twitch We have actually got a Twitch that is up and live. We haven't got anything on it yet, but they're up and running.
Don't know how it works.
So I'm done. But we do have a Twitch, and it's I think it's pretty simple to do. Like, there's a lot of people doing it, so it's got to be relatively simple, surely.
Right? Yeah, 9-year-olds do it, so we must be able to figure it out.
Exactly. So we will get that up and running. But once there's more updates on that, we'll get you updated. But no, I just can't wait to be with my boy and Big Oracle.
She loves that nickname.
But no, guys, leave us a like, give us a sub, give us a comment. Let us know what you thought of WrestleMania, NXT. Let us know in the comments down below, because we, again, as always, we want to hear from you. We don't hear from you, but we want to hear from you.
We do want to hear from you. Please drop us a fucking comment. I've got so much shit to say.
Let's interact, guys. You know, we're in a world of technology. Let's talk.
That's right.
Yep.
But yeah, this was roundup of night 2, WrestleMania 37. This is it. We're done and dusted for Mania season until next year.
Very fancy.
Where next year we'll most likely be doing a watch along with it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That is how we do in the wood.
That's what I'm talking about. Boys, thank you so much for watching, putting up with us. It's been an incredible week. Hope you've all had fun. Oracle, Flynn, thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Shooter.
And there's the music. All right, boys. We'll see you next time. Peace.